Hey, we got a flat tire. It sucks. The tire blew up and tore the wheel well out. Okay, we're trying to bang this down so we can get the spare back on. Pray for us. We love you. Hey, welcome again to Adventures in Pop-Ups. I'm Blake and this is Rachel. This is the place you come. Campsite reviews and more. Well, have we got a lot to share with you.
Oh man.
We had an epic adventure out west. But before we went there, we went up to visit some family in Minnesota. Had to see my little sister's new baby, and of course spend a couple days with my mom because she wanted her grandmother fix. Okay, well, we started our adventure out west by traveling to some extended family's house. Thank you, Dan and Debbie, for your hospitality.
Yeah, in Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So this is day one. We spent the night there, had dinner, hung out with them, celebrated the 4th of July. They had an epic firework display. It was awesome.
Yeah, that was great. So that actually, we had like a vacation before our vacation, but we're going to focus on the camping part because this is all about pop-up camping. So, spent some time in Minnesota, spent one night in Sioux Falls, celebrated the 4th. We're calling day one, for your sake, driving from Sioux Falls, South Dakota to Custer. We went through the Badlands, but a lot happened on the way.
On the way to Custer, South Dakota, we
First,
stopped at
the Corn Palace. Because apparently you have to stop by and see the Corn Palace if you're just driving through town. I mean, come on now.
Right.
So we went, and we should say that we and his sister's family, they have 6 kids. We have 4 kids, so we're quite a crew all together, the cousin crew, 10 kids.
Crew, yeah.
And they have a camper, we have a camper. So anyhow, we're caravanning from South Dakota, Sioux Falls area.
Mm-hmm.
Stopped and saw the Corn Palace.
Mm-hmm. Was it Miller, South Dakota? I don't know.
We'll drop it on the screen.
Not Miller. No, not Miller.
Stopped at the Corn Palace. That was cool. Could have lived without it, to be honest, but it was fine. It was entertaining. Got back on the road, and then...
Kaboom!
Boom!
Kept control of it, just slowly moved over, put the hazards on. Of course, I went into shock immediately for 10 minutes, kind of wandering around, looking for all of my pieces that fell out of my camper.
So we need to explain. We're driving down the road. His sister's vehicle is behind us. We're just caravanning along, and boom! And this guy's a rock star. He just is like, what's going on? Slowly pulls it off the highway. The tire blew out, but we're also looking in the side mirror and the rearview mirror. We're seeing our stuff.
Yeah, that's
flying all over the highway. And we're like, oh no.
Yeah.
This is not good. So this guy pulls it over, we get out, and of course his sister's vehicle pulls over right behind us, and we're all checking it out, saying, oh no, this does not look good. By the way, our tires are only 2 years old. They say to replace them every 2 to 5 years. So we thought we had good tires.
2.5 years old, yeah.
This happens, and it's something that happens quite frequently in the camping world, and this was our first experience with it.
Yeah, the tires were from the middle or the end of 2019, so they were like 2.5 years old. But they did sit for probably the first 9 months that they were on there. So
right, at least.
Although they were newer tires, the guy that we got tires from said that if you let your tires sit for an extended period of time, they go bad.
Right.
Because all the oils and resins pool to the bottom. He said to keep them fresh, you should hook up and tow around every month 5 or 10 miles to keep your tires to last longer. Otherwise, just replace them every year or every other year.
Yeah, so we're learning the hard way. So basically, we lost everything out of the cabinet because the wheel well was like almost ripped in two, barely intact on each end.
Yep.
Split open, came out. They had to rip it out, actually. The frame was bent.
Yep. What do you call the tire when the tread comes off of it? Alligator?
Yeah, we were the alligator in the road that day.
Alligator in the road. Well, it was alligator around the wheel because it wrapped up and ripped out the wheel well and took everything out. There was pieces everywhere, and then it wrapped itself around the axle.
Yeah. So then Blake and Sam are checking that all out. We've got 6 kids in one vehicle and 4 in another, and stay in the car. And there's people going, 80 miles an hour past. This is South Dakota. I didn't even know they had 80 mile an hour
it was 80
speed limit there. So yeah, kind of crazy, shocked, confused, in a daze. And so I'm trying to call the insurance company.
Good Sam Roadside
wrong
stuff.
I had the wrong phone number one time. It took forever. So I'm on the phone with the insurance. They're trying to assess the situation after what felt like forever. I'm finally talking to a lady, and she asked me this question. She says, do you need roadside assistance, or do we need to send a tow truck? Very simple question, but honestly, it was like a dagger to my heart, because I thought, what if we do need a tow truck? I mean, that means a lot of things. This is our first day in our epic adventure out west. We're going to Yellowstone. We're going to Custer. We're going to the Tetons. We're going to the Rockies. Like, if we need a tow truck, like, our vacation mobile could be shot. It could be 6 to 12 months for repairs. Like, we have no idea at this point how much damage has been done. Oh, man.
Vacation mobile?
Prayer. We were praying. You like that? Vacation mobile.
She's making up words over here. Long story short, thank you, Sam, for all your help while I was in shock there on the side of the road, working on the tire situation. And for your tools. That made it a little easier and quicker. And, but we got a child coming on in. What'd you think about our tire blowout situation, Aubriana?
I didn't like it.
Why didn't you like the tire blowout? Talk to the camera. It's
It
right
looks
there.
scary.
It looks scary.
Did the Lord provide for us and take care of us, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
The angels kept us safe.
Did you go get a penny squished in the Badlands?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so thanks again to Sam for all your help while I was in shock, literally on the side of the road, after the tire blowout. Thanks for the tools. That made it helpful. And thank you for taking our kids to the Badlands so that their vacation wasn't ruined on the side of the road for another hour or two. But we didn't know at this point whether we were going to get roadworthy to go down the road. Yeah. They just decided to keep on going and take our kids, and so... Yeah,
so they went adventuring out with 10 kids in a transit and a hybrid camper out to the Badlands, and we're like, okay, we're going to deal with this, and we'll see you in the Badlands. Please don't lose my children in the Badlands. So, thank you guys. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And
luckily, we were a mile from the exit, and Rachel said there's a mechanic right off the exit. So, a nice gas station, totally remodeled, and a great mechanic who is slammed busy, but he was like, I can help you out in a pinch, like right now, maybe for 5 or 10 minutes, but I can't guarantee that I'll be able to fix it today. So I'll send somebody out or I'll come look at it, but I'm not promising anything. So we pulled up.
Well, you skipped a bunch.
I did.
So we got the damaged tire out. We assessed the damage, got the spare on there. But in order to get the spare on there, you want to explain?
Well, yeah, we were hammering and sludging, trying to bend the frame back because when the tire blew, it bent the propane lines underneath, but the more importantly, the frame was bent right by the wheel there, and so we were pounding on that and trying to bend that back, and it wasn't moving very much after a lot of pounding. So I was able to get the donut or the full-size spare on, but it wasn't much room. When I lowered it down, it was like a half inch of clearance. So we pulled up onto the exit ramp, and it was rubbing. So luckily we didn't have to go far.
Praise the Lord.
Or we would have had another blowout.
Not luckily. I tell you what, the Lord provides. I mean, obviously he knew this would happen, and we just happened to have it happen right a mile from the exit that had a mechanic right there.
With extra long and beefy snap-on pry bars. Just what I needed, because that tire iron was not doing the trick.
Yeah.
Not enough leverage.
So found the guy, I called him, basically coasted. I mean, went slow with the hazards on, babied it.
Went 20 miles an hour down the side of the shoulder for a mile.
Yeah.
Everyone was probably going, I wonder what these people are doing.
Yeah, so got there. The guy had the pry bar, super duty.
Yeah, I had it fixed in 10 minutes. I said, hey, can I give you anything? He's like, nope. Have a great day.
Thank you. And we'll drop the business on there. I
Yeah.
can't think of it right now, but we took a picture.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I believe his name was Kevin, the owner.
Yeah,
he didn't come out.
Right.
He sent the guy out, but then I saw him at the gas station because...
Yeah, so after that, we got the frame bent back, and it looked roadworthy, minus there's no wheel well, mind you, but the tire is on, the frame is out of the way. Okay, we're going to make our vacation. We're going to make it to the Badlands. Then his sister calls and says, hey, we are under an underpass. It is hailing. I'm not kidding. This is really bad. We're getting reports of people's roofs being ripped off, and there's some kind of special name for this horrible storm that they get here once in a while, and it's happening right now. It's coming to you probably in the next 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. Take cover. Don't please.
I'm getting air in the tire.
Yeah, he's getting air in the tire while I'm talking to his sister.
And so anyways, we decided to hunker down for the storm, went and parked under the
gas station
thing.
Yeah.
What do you call that thing?
Yeah, parked under the pumps where the
roof cover. To try and protect the camper and truck from the hail that was possibly coming. And, of course, I don't think it did hail, but...
I'm not sure if it did. It was a pretty bad storm, but it was not as bad as what it could have been.
It was pretty bad. But anyways, had a little coffee and a little break and moseyed on our way. And I did pick up and decided to keep the wheel well in case I wanted to try and get that back in there.
Yeah, just in case we could salvage it. So we finally got on our way. Our kids are out in the Badlands.
Mm-hmm. We caught up to them.
We finally caught up to them. And let me tell you, if
an hour and a half later or 2 hours later.
Yeah. If you have not been, you need to go. It really is fantastic. It's beautiful. We went 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Similar trip where we just kind of took our time through the Badlands, spent an hour or two.
Yeah. Well, 10 years ago we spent maybe an hour. Yeah, maybe an hour and a half. This is what we did. We were going to spend 2 or 3, but we ended up only spending about an hour and a half.
Right, but our kids got to experience more.
The kids had a lot more fun.
Junior Ranger pin activity and all. Got a squash penny. And had a great time while we were dealing with all of that. I'm so grateful. So, then... after we took in as much as we could take within reason of the Badlands, we said, hey, we got to get to Custer. So on the road we went. How much farther was that?
Another 4 or 5 hours, I think.
We still had a ways to go.
We had a ways to go still.
We'll look it up. We made it to Custer. We did it.
Before we went to Custer, we went to Walmart to see if we could buy another spare tire, just in case. The other one was.
Yes, we did.
So that put us a little bit behind.
Already behind.
The already behind schedule. Time. She wanted to get there. She always wants to get there by dinner.
I like getting there by dinner. I was like, okay, if we leave by 8, we can be in the Badlands.
But it wasn't 5 o'clock. What time was it?
It was 11:30 at night when we finally got there.
11-ish.
Setting up in the dark.
We were there, but we were driving through for a while. Mountains.
Right. It takes
so I think we were set up and in bed around midnight.
Yeah.
And I went to bed around 1. Because I heard a bunch of things.
Yeah, but we made it. We had a lot of questions, a lot of concerns. We're praying, okay, Lord, I don't know what's going on, but we made it. Thank you. Help us. I don't know how long we can just not have a wheel well. Thank you that it's not raining right now. Mm-hmm. What if we just remade our whole camper over. So what if the whole cabinet gets, rain damaged and we have to replace the whole thing? We have insurance.
A lot of what ifs.
But then we'd have to, redo it all. Oh, my. We made it. And I guess this will be to be continued on day 2. We decided to separate them out into days because there's so much.
That was our very eventful first day.
Very eventful first day. But we persevered. We made it. The Lord saw us through. Please keep watching. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, the share button. Give us a comment. Let us know. Have you ever had a blowout? Let us know what your experience has been. It was an experience, for sure. Thanks for watching Adventures and Pop-Ups. Stay tuned. We have so much more to share. This truly was an epic adventure out west. We'll share some tips and tricks along the way. Let you know about our solar and brand new battery setup. We got all kinds of stuff for you guys. So thank you very much. And happy camping.
Happy camping.